So a question I have is, how have you adjusted to culture and playing style in Italy? Yeah, that definitely took me a while, to be honest. I think from everything from the temperature to learning a new language, so having to learn football, Italian, very quickly. The style of play, how they train, it really took me quite a while, but I think just in the lead up to Christmas then I really kind of found my form and figured out how to work things out. But in terms of a country to live in, it's absolutely gorgeous, and the people are very interesting and never boring, and just a really nice place to live. So what characteristics are needed to be a centre-back? Really good question. I think you have to be brave. I think you have to have game intelligence. I think you've got to be, so in game intelligence, I think a centre-back can be a person who can really run a game and make those decisions of which direction the team goes, and when to break forward or when to kind of hold back. And I think now you've really got to be, the modern day centre-back is a real football playing centre-back, so to be able to receive it off the goalkeeper, not too far from your goal, is really important, and driving and dribbling into midfield and really selecting your passes carefully. So I think they're some good characteristics. So my schedule as a professional footballer can obviously vary from club to club, but at the moment if we play on a Sunday, then we have a day off Monday and then pretty much run through the week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, train every day, and then have another game on Sunday. There will be one gym session in there, sometimes two. So you are pretty much training maybe 5-6 times a week, and with a game at the end. So what do I fear most going into games? I don't think I really have fear going into games. We've done everything we can during the week to prepare for it. But do I have nerves? Yeah, absolutely, and I like those nerves, and it's adrenaline, and I suppose that's based on your own. You want to play well as an individual. You want to make sure that your teammates are, want to win as much as you do. You want the tactics to work that you've worked on during the week. So just some of those nerves, but for me it's pure adrenaline, and what will be on match day, and you've just got to push your hardest, and don't have fear. Game rituals I have. I suppose every morning of a game I have to have a giant bowl of porridge, maybe some eggs on toast, and I usually have to bring my own porridge because it's not something they really do here. And then I kind of I'm not too superstitious. I think just in my warm-up I like to make sure I get some headers in, and then I suppose you're gonna have your little, and pre-game I like to just take a little walk around the pitch and do a bit of visualization and just see myself in my position, and maybe passing to certain teammates or making certain moves. So not too superstitious, but I have some little rituals. How do you advise young players in your teams? I just try help them as much as possible, just talking to them, maybe not overloading with too much information, and then it depends on the type of young player then that she is, if she's willing to learn and listen, and but generally in both squads, especially in the Irish team, they everyone is all ears and really wants to learn off each other and figure out how we play together. So for me it's just trying to not get them too nervous, give enough information, but that doesn't overload them, and mainly just tell them to enjoy it and just do your best. I think I really picked up on some of those bits of advice that I would have got given when I was young, and it was actually just to relax and enjoy it and do what you do. You're in the team for a reason, that you're good enough. Characteristics do I most value in a teammate? That's a tough one. I think it's great to have diversity, and you need it. But I just think as a player, if you have a base of just working hard, like I don't care if players make mistakes or something goes wrong or a goal is given away, as long as they work hard to fix it again and just have a good attitude. For me, that's first and foremost, and that they're there for the team. But yeah, I think having lots of personalities is so needed in a team. But just that base of hard work and commitment to everyone around them. Best advice I've got from a coach. That's a tough one. I've always been given little nuggets of wisdom through the years, but I suppose something that just my parents have always said to me about football, or if I'm maybe thinking of changing environments or going to a different team, or I'm just finding it really, really tough, they just purely ask me, are you still enjoying it? Is this a place, and are you around the right people to make sure that you're enjoying it and that you feel like that you're playing your best? And for me, that's always just been kind of how I look at it when I've got to make some of those big decisions. So the best players I've played with and why. On the Irish team, there's been so many through the years, but just one of the most talented players I've lucky to have who I play with is Denise O'Sullivan. It is incredible what she can do with a football, and as a centre back, when you're trying to find her, she always makes herself available. You can give it to her in the tightest of situations and she'll still come out with the ball. She finds the little gaps and spaces. She just makes the right decision. She always keeps the ball. And just fantastic, works so hard for the team. And another player that I've absolutely loved playing with and a joy for a centre back is Kim Little of Arsenal. She is a box to box midfielder. She will get up, but she will make sure that she will come back and do her defensive work. And she's so nippy and sharp. Again, she does 360s to get herself out of positions just to keep the ball, and she can do it all. She can score, she can defend, she can ping a ball, she can play short, and I just think she helps all the kind of positions around her. And again, I've been incredibly lucky to have played with such a talented bunch of players. I feel like getting called up into the Irish team for the first time. I remember it at under 17 level, when you are sitting in the cold grey AUL complex, and they call you into one of the small changing rooms and let you know you're in the squad. And that, I still always remember those moments of pure excitement and pride and nerves, maybe just not thinking, are you ready to take this step up to play for your country? And then just really similar then with the senior team. I think it was direct nerves, but thankfully I knew a couple of the players in there. I was 17, 18 at the time, so it was just still the best feeling in the world, and it doesn't really tire. The excitement of going into an Irish team and camp every couple of months is some of the most exciting times that I get in football, and it brings me, it's the reason I play, is to wear that green jersey. What is the biggest difference between Pmount and Arsenal? Unfortunately, it is very, very difficult to compare. There's completely different levels. We were in the main training ground where there's 14, 16 pitches. Pool recovery, cryotherapy, ice baths, 2 gyms, all the rehab facilities you need. The pitches were immaculate, but that's definitely something I can, compare to. As soon as you step off the pitch, and it was the same in Pmount, as soon as you step off the pitch, Dennis Cummins was on there making sure that pitch was a carpet, and his love for that club and how he kind of keeps it running, and the pitches in top nick. They are definitely similarities. So the passion that he has for that club and for the grass that they play on. But for me, Pmount is still one of the top facilities that are there, and the care that they take, and have really been leading the way in women's football in that way. So for me, they're up there with one of the top clubs and facilities in Ireland, and hopefully it's only going to get better, and it deserves to get better.